Summertime. I'm gonna be participating in the Summer Floral Challenge, so if you want to see what I make, stay tuned. Channel, it's Ashleigh here, and today I'm going to be participating in the Summer Floral Challenge. So this floral challenge is going to be hosted by Lindsey from Domer Homes and also Heidi Sonboul. I'm going to have both of their channels linked down below, as well as the playlist, so you can check out what everyone else has done with their summer florals. So you know I love to keep it budget friendly for you guys, so I went into the Dollar Tree. And first, I did not know what I was going to do. It's probably best that you kind of like brainstorm what you're going to do before you actually go into the Dollar Tree, so you don't end up being in there for like an hour. And then I walked in there and I'm like, may the odds forever be in your favor, because they were in mine. Like, how can you walk in there, see these beautiful floral placemats, and like, come on. I was like, really? What? Like, I was like, oh my God, how in the world is this possibly happening to me? This stuff doesn't happen to me. So I picked those up. And I decided to create pillows from them. So I wanted to kind of think outside the box. What can I do with these, you know? First I was like, I can do a sign, I can do a banner, but I'm like, no, let's just do something crazy. So I decided to make a pillow out of them. Never have I ever made a pillow before. I don't even sew. So I actually had to kind of teach myself how to sew while doing this. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. And let's get started. All right, so for our materials, you're gonna need 4 floral placemats, trim of your choice, polyfill, and a sewing kit. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our blade that we have and our placemat, and we are just going to take apart the stitching on the side that they have here. If you're like me, you're not gonna wanna make a huge hole because you're gonna have to stitch that back up. So then now we're just going to simply take our polyfill and we are going to start to stuff our placemat. Alright, so after you've stuffed the placemat, you're just going to put your hands inside, move your stuffing around, trying to make it smooth, make sure you have enough on both sides and that it's nice and fluffy. So now we're going to start to close up this hole that we created on the side here, and I'm going to be using my white thread, and we're just going to start to sew. So like I told you guys earlier, I do not know how to sew. Well, I mean, I know how to sew to fix something, but I'm not a professional. No, I don't know how to do all those stitchings to where you can't see the stitching and all that stuff. No. So I said that I was going to learn that, but I totally didn't, and I just did it the way that I know how. And I'm just basically going in, pulling it up, going over it again, and pulling it back through. And with this method that I'm doing, I don't even know what the method is even called, but you're still going to be able to see your thread, but it really doesn't matter because the trim that I chose is going to hide that. So if you choose this similar type of trim, you don't have to worry about your sewing techniques because you will not even be able to see what you even stitched back up. Alright, so now to just close this up, we are just going to loop your needle and thread through just like you would when you're beginning to tie your shoe, if that makes sense. That's how I do it, and then I do this about 6 or 7 times just to make sure that it's closed off all the way. Now I'm just going to beat the pillow a little bit just to make sure no stuffing comes out and making sure that we stitched it really well. And then now I'm going to take the tag off. Now when you're removing this tag, be very careful because it's on the stitching and you don't want to tear the stitching. The last step is to add our trim. So again, I'm not going to sew anything, so I'm just using my glue gun and I'm just going to glue the trim on. This is perfectly fine for this because this is a decorative pillow, so no one's going to be throwing it around and just being rough with it. It's just there for decoration. Alright, so when I get to the ends here, all I'm going to do is just overlap it on the top and then glue it instead of cutting and gluing it on top. Alright, so unlike our first pillow, for our second pillow, we're just going to be adding trim to the sides and not the whole entire pillow. Alright, so I wanted to create a smaller pillow, so what I did was I added the Poly-Fil to half of the placemat, and then I just simply folded the other part on top of it, and then I took my glue gun and I just glued it together because I'm trying to do as less sewing as possible because, again, I cannot sew. Alright, so once we have the middle glued together, we're then just going to glue our sides together. Alright, so then again, we're going to do the little press test, moving the pillow around, making sure nothing's coming apart, and then I'm going to take the tag off. So the cool thing about these pillows are they are reversible. So this one has like a little pocket here. You can either have it with all the florals showing, or you can have it with the little half pocket, which is so super cute. But just to add just a little bit more character, I'm going to add the trim to the bottom pocket here and the top. So I forgot to mention that I purchased this trim from Joann's and it only cost $1. Alright guys, so that's the end of our tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to check out that playlist so you can get some more inspiration on what you can do this summer for some florals. That, honestly, I don't think that made any sense. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.